How are you, ladies and gentlemen? Jimmerding here, bringing you his first ever Valheim build video. If you're new to the channel, wondering who the hell is this guy to tell me how to build, well, please check out my credentials by watching some of my Conan Exiles build videos, and be sure to check out my Valheim starting out guide if you're new to this game. I've been properly getting my teeth into this beauty now. I've even bought a server and will be looking to populate it with you lovely viewers. Be sure to follow my Facebook page to find out when I do this. A link is in the description. If you enjoy this video, please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, as it really spurs me on to make more content. I can't wait for you to see this build, and I've included a guide on how to build it. But I'll address the elephant in the room early on. This water wheel doesn't function at all. In fact, wheel is a stretch too, as the building pieces simply don't allow you to create a perfect upright circle without it being stupidly huge. This wheel is pretty wonky. But Jimmerding, I hear you say, that makes this a bit clickbaity if you ask me. Well, to those people, I say, nah mate. If you squint or don't look at it for too long, it looks alright. And I also made it to inspire you with the things you can make with the individual little wooden pieces, as well as show an example of the direction I hope Irongate Studio takes, where they add more advanced material processing stations in. As far as many survival crafting games go, they've taken a lot of the laborious grind out of it, but if you want a big build, you definitely have to grind it out a bit. My idea with a water mill would be to put in ordinary wood, which is easy to get, and get back a lower amount of core wood or fine wood, saving you having to go scouting about for trees that give you this, or growing your own tree farm. Onto the build guide then. Apologies in advance for having to watch my character do this funky perpetual falling dance animation. Debug mode is great for creative mode, but I could do with a command to make your character invisible. Start by placing your stone foundations right next to a shoreline, since this is obviously a water wheel. I'm still getting used to the UI and some of the quirks of placing things in this game, so you'll probably see me delete one or two things and replace it occasionally. We've all got to start somewhere. I find myself placing something just so I can use it to snap a piece I intend to actually keep to it, and deleting it after, especially when you're working with uneven terrain, as there's no raise or lower function when placing stuff. I'm sure this will be added in future though, and you can dig, flatten and raise terrain too, which is really handy. Now, onto the mighty water wheel of wonkiness. You'll be using all of the small wooden beam pieces of every angle type for this. If you can make a better wheel shape that's not ridiculously massive, then drop a comment telling me how you did it. This water wheel has two wheel frames if you like, so another thing I would advise if you want to build this is to build the one closest to the stone foundation first. I didn't do it in this build, and it was a bit of a pain in the ass trying to build it through the front wheel. Once you've done the first side, you repeat it again with the other. When you've got both sides of the frame done like this, you place these small horizontal sections which would be the wheels paddles. Next, I start creating the wooden trough bit that the logs would slide along. For the cutting saw itself, I end up putting a stone cutter in there as it was the closest thing resembling a giant wood saw. So I guess this water wheel powered wood sawmill does technically have a function in the game. You cut stone with it. Finally, I add a basic wooden and thatch roof over the saw, giving it a proper Skyrim-Riverwood look to it. I think it looks pretty nice even with the wonky wheel.
Finish him!
And with that, the build was complete. Really hope you like this short snappy build video, and I'll leave a nice evening walkthrough shot of it just to finish you off with. Once again, if you appreciated this video, please hit that like button and subscribe with bells on to make me a happy little YouTuber. This has been Jimmerding, happy playing guys.